it's about, them having to start well. And it's like us when we go to England, you have to start well. And if you don't start well in the series, you're up against it. And I think that's where last time when we won the first test, it put us in a great position, and the confidence and your chest gets pumped out and you have that belief. So it's really crucial that you start well. And we've done that obviously most times here in Australia. And obviously starting off in Brisbane's always a great place for us to play. We've obviously had a great success there, and obviously being the first test of the summer, it's always a great one to start off. So yeah, I just think it's about starting as well as you can. James Anderson showed yesterday his class, which is pretty much his English line and length that he bowled yesterday. That sums up where England, can bowl here at the MCG. But if you bowl that length at the Gabba or Adelaide, you're not really hitting the stump. So the way he bowled yesterday was exactly like the lengths that he bowled in England. And I think you have to be brave enough to pitch the ball up here. And we feel as a batting unit, when England do pitch the ball up, we drive them down the ground. But you saw yesterday, Joe Root and a couple of their players hit us down the ground. But you have to do that to create the chances, to create the bat and pad gap, to create those nicks. And you have to be brave to do that as a bowling group. And I think the last two times that England's been here, they've been way short of their length. And as I said, if you don't start the series well, you're going to be behind the eight ball. And that's probably the only thing I can think of. And from a batting point of view, I'm not sure. I can't answer that because I think, obviously the bounce is a big one. Obviously growing up here in Australia and playing on these wickets, it's different to how we would approach it compared to England. I would probably suggest maybe going on synthos and practicing the bounce, doing that at England. You've always got to find ways to try and prepare. And I think the only way you're going to get preparation for bounce is on synthos in England. And then obviously trying to adapt here when you come to Australia. Look, I think obviously winning the Ashes here was obviously a big one. You still haven't beaten India in India. That would be nice to do. And obviously England away, we had obviously a drawn series. But hopefully if I manage to get that chance and opportunity, I might think about going back. Look, I think James Anderson sets the benchmark for older guys these days. So, we look up to him getting on in our days. But for me, it's about going out there, as you know, Ben, just to keep performing to the best of my ability and putting runs on the board. And the first two tests, I actually looked like a proper batsman. It's almost like I played my career the other way and had to knuckle down and respect the bowling and the line and the lengths that they're bowling. And obviously the 100 eluded me, but obviously started at the World Cup, moving on into the Ashes and hopefully for the next 12 months. I feel in good touch. As I said, I was out of runs, not out of form. So hopefully I can put some more numbers on the board leading into obviously this new year. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Cole.